everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on...
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Cliff Avril. They'll run again with Blount. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own.
There goes Martellus Bennett. The 30, past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett. Here's Brady to throw. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola from 4 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They run again with Michael. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.J. Spiller, and now it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Give him 18 yards on that one. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Again, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Atama Rubin able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Now Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Brady going to go on 4th down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On the carry, Michael. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Brady now to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 50 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back. And, Charles, this front 7, they're going to get some help once the season starts. Barkevius Mingo coming over from the Browns to the Patriots.
And they needed that help. They've had some guys dinged up, so they needed some fortification. And remember, Barkevius Kiki Mingo.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Brady to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. We talk all the time about how tough it is to get the onside kick. The Pats last year, Charles, the only team to get 2 onside kicks recovered successfully.
And when you have that type of a number in your favor, it really juices you up to say, you know something, we can try it again. They feel good about their chances. Don't get it in this case, but as you noted, they've been successful in the past.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From midfield now, here's Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Cyrus Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Granted, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. All right, Charles, let's go off the script here real quick. Week 3 of the preseason, so many people point to that, say how vital it is. What do we take away from week 4 of the preseason?
Well, we know this is where certain guys make the team, right? Those last position battles. Maybe this is the tiebreaker week, and those guys are going to play the entire game trying to break that tie. Some coaches will have veterans who haven't played much at all, that they want to get on the field a little bit before the regular season begins. They may play them in a little bit of a, an audition sort of a deal, try and get them loose. And then, let's face it, others have question marks that they have to get answered, and they may have to take a little bit of a risk and play them in the last preseason game just to get those question marks answered before the season kicks off. This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And out now come the Seahawks. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You think?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes